My coworker told HR I had been threatening her. The security footage showed she had been following me for 6 weeks. Her name is Leanne. I had spoken to her 4 times in 6 weeks, twice in team meetings, once in the kitchen, once when I held a door open. That is the full extent of our professional relationship. When HR called me into a meeting and read out the complaint, I sat across the table from a manager named Patricia, and I genuinely did not understand what I was hearing. The complaint said, threatening and intimidating behavior, repeated incidents, psychological harm. Patricia said, we're required to treat all complaints as valid pending investigation. She said this the way people say institutional language when they need it to sound like a reason. I asked how long the investigation would take. She said they would request security footage in due course. I went to building management myself that afternoon. Routine request. Tenant rights. The footage took 24 hours to arrive. If you've ever found out that someone was watching you, that you were the subject of something and you didn't know, drop it below. Because what I found in that conference room alone with 6 weeks of timestamp footage is a specific nausea I don't have a better word for. Leanne had visited my floor on 3 separate dates when she had no scheduled reason to be there. She had followed me to the parking structure on 2 occasions. She had photographed my desk from the corridor with her phone. 6 weeks of it. I watched all of it in one sitting. Then I checked the complaint date. She had filed it 2 days after the last surveillance event. She knew I was starting to notice. She filed first. I sent the compiled footage log with timestamps directly to the HR director above Patricia. 1 email, 1 document. The log did not require explanation. It was a calendar of events that contradicted the complaint in every detail. Leanne's response when HR contacted her was, I was just keeping track of what he was doing because he made me uncomfortable. She said this as if it were different from what she had accused me of. She could not see the collision. That was the thing I kept returning to. She genuinely could not see it. Patricia was placed under a structured process review for failure to conduct due diligence before formalizing the complaint. The complaint against me was closed. Leanne was placed on paid leave. I chose not to pursue the stalking charges. I'm still not sure that was the right decision. Some of the time I think it was. Some of the time I don't. Her last message to HR said, I just wanted to feel safe. Patricia is still in the building. 2 floors down. I pass her in the lobby sometimes. She looks at the floor. The person who files first doesn't always have the truth. Sometimes they just have better timing. The footage has better timing than everyone.